I'm a writer.
Do you enjoy the writing process?
I do at times. Recently, like these new records that I've been working on coming out, I did some little like 4 or 5, probably 8 bars at most that I'm freestyling because like probably I didn't finish writing and nothing came to me, but I'm in the studio, the energy's flowing. I say, yo, just keep it going. I'll freestyle something and I'll polish it up a little later. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, no, I'm a writer. Like yeah, I write.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays the whole style and art of actually writing down your lyrics and actually scratching stuff up or like crumbling up a ball and just writing it all over again. That type of style doesn't really.
It's dying.
Doesn't really relate to a lot of artists nowadays.
It's dying because you have the liberty of recording in your room, like you understand what I'm saying, though. So like you have the comfortability to be, you have the space to like just be comfortable within yourself, and I like it because people are you're open to experimenting more. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you put the mic in front of you, put the beat on, whatever comes to your head, you're just gonna like just bring it out. So a lot of guys you see, I don't know if you've seen I seen the one documentary with Lil Baby. Where like first he get in the studio, the beat comes on, he just rapping, he mumbling, whatever. A lot of people do it too. They rap, they mumble, just to get the flow there. Okay, cool. Now I know, like Jay-Z, like I call it organized freestyles. Like
for Baby that works perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the type of artist he is, and like he actually spits bars.
But it's I ain't gonna lie. You heard Catch the Sun? No,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't.
That song is hard, but it's like, ain't no way you freestyle that shit, bro. That shit too fire. But shout out Lil Baby though, the great artist from where he started to where he's at now. But like, yeah, a lot of guys, like even Future, like a lot of guys don't write. Like
right.
They're not writing. It's whatever they come, they feel, and it's the best. And that sometimes transpires into be the best kind of music because. Like some guys gotta write, like myself, I have to write it down. Like me personally, I have to write it down. I'll give you a little song, me freestyling or some shit like that. But I know me personally, if I'm gonna do that, like I'm gonna be like it's gonna be more melody and shit like that. It's not much in the type of rapper I am. I'm trying to hit you. I'm trying to say some crazy shit. So it's like going back to that bar I gave on, lyrical flexercise. Personally, myself, I wouldn't be able to think it out the top of my head and just give it to you. Like it takes some cognitive thinking, like double entendres and shit like that. You feel me? So I would want to write, pencil that shit down. A lot of guys, you feel me? They can hit you with something hard, and I respect and I appreciate freestyling, especially when like you can say something and it was off the top of the head, like that was hard. You feel me? And the delivery there is it's like talking. It's just it's not scripted. You're not reading. Like you're just you know what I'm saying? So it just comes out and just sounds better. The delivery sounds better. It sounds cleaner because you're talking. You're just talking to the mic. You're creating.
The way I look at it too, you made a great reference. Eminem and Jay-Z are like one of the biggest, I think, like cover boys for that because Eminem coming from poverty, also Jay. But I remember Eminem saying he used to write all the time and he used to write really little because he didn't want anybody stealing his bars. But he also knew that people wouldn't be able to like read like his bars because he has a way of writing.
Yeah, so you get a flow. A lot of people like if you don't hear the song, like you get a lyrics. That's to me another argument me and my friends had to determine if someone was good or not. Like it's like okay, cool. Like at rap wise, not necessarily creating music, but like just rap wise. Like like how good is the poetry? Like if you can read it, would it still be good? Would it still? And then that sometimes separates the going back to delivery. Like delivery is nowadays, in my opinion, in music today, the delivery is so fucking essential.
It's key.
It's key because. How it's like it's obviously it's music, but how it sounds,
and how it's said and
how it's said, all that, yeah, for sure. Like videos too, I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't know about you guys, but there's certain songs I cannot listen to unless I'm watching the video. It just
I feel you.
It intensifies it.
Sometimes, well, for the most part, the video uplifts the song in a way,
exactly,
or it can maybe ruin it sometimes because a lot of people are very picky and very They appreciate like good videographers.
Yeah, for sure.
For example, definitely. I also like a lot of my friends and people I've gotten like very cool with. They're photographers and videographers, so I kind of like I learn from them a little bit whenever they see photographs, any type of videos, especially music videos. They're like look at that transition. Oh, they could have done this better. Or they could have done that better. Like I start to see it too, and I'm like, I see where you're coming from.
You respect the art more when you know about it. Like you respect it way more. Like it's kind of for me personally, it's very hard for me to call something trash. Like. Especially if I know what it took or the essence of what's needed to create it, and it's like okay, like and you did that. I gotta appreciate the work that went into it. Like I used to say this about whack rappers. Like I don't have to appreciate the art, but I can appreciate the hustle. Like So it's like that's why for me it's kind of hard for me to.
I feel like
that shit was dumb
the only time I ever call something maybe like trash or I don't like it at all is maybe because I don't feel like the effort
is there.
Is all the way there.
And it's all that comes.
And sometimes with artists, I feel like the effort really isn't there. Not for most artists. Well, it depends who you like. It's a very opinionated type of thing.
Yeah. What we do is very opinionated. You understand what I'm saying? It's all opinion. It's all opinion based. So we can't necessarily. It's hard not to get emotional about it because it is your art. Even if somebody was to come in here and be like, "Yo, I don't like the way you guys give interviews," like. You feel me, like that,
which is fine. Yeah, it's your opinion.
It's fine. It's an opinion, but it's not like I'm gonna take that into consideration. Like, I bet. So, what you think I could do better, or X, Y, Z? Because some motherfuckers just talk for the sake of talking.
You're right.
Yep.
You ask them your opinion.
That's a huge difference. Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Just because you ask, like, nah, bro. Like, a lot of people. Sometimes I ask people for their opinions, and they give it to me, and it's like I don't really take it into consideration because I don't feel like you considered what I'm presenting to you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And people might be like, then what's the point of asking? Nah, bro, like, annotate what I'm giving. Like, what I'm giving you, like, what I presented to you, like, take 2 a day, an hour, whatever. Take your time, then come back with something precise. People will ask me for opinions to songs all the time, you feel me? And it's like I tell people all the time, I'm not the best critic. I'm not the best critic only because, like I said, I appreciate what you did to get there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm always going to sit back, I'm going to listen to it. If you want to give it a real deep dive copy. And I always say, in my opinion, like, because what I'm saying is not factual based. Someone's gonna tell you something else, and if you're very confident in what you presented to me and you feel like it's good enough to go out, you do that. Because I know shoe on the other foot, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I present like, yo, I feel like you should tweak this. I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a final version, but I definitely feel you on that. But if I personally don't feel like it enhances or anything or takes away or adds on to anything, I just might not. But you feel me? Like I said, this is the opinion. You ask around, you ask questions.
I mean, it's an opinionated sport. Yeah. Period. I mean, people are gonna have their own opinions about
art in general. Art in general is all opinionated. What you did, this is in the podcasting, interviewing, journalism. That's an art. Like, you feel me? That's an art. Basketball, sports, that's an art. Like all of that shit is art. So it's like it's all like what keeps it going is the competition and the opinions on it. Like, yeah, this is better than that, or yeah, I like this more than that, or you see the way this person does that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all opinionated. You feel me? So
I think also understanding, because the point you just made, this being journalism, I wouldn't even call this journalism per se, because I think people get a lot of confused that just because there's a media site or a site of or a source of information that's journalistic. I don't think, like, because for example, let's take like a CNN, like a New York Times, LA Times, something like that. That's extremely journalistic right there. Or like an NPR, that type of radio is like totally journalistic. I think stuff sometimes like even Complex is journalistic because they hire out music journalists. That's they go to school for that. That's like an actual position. That's an actual art in a sense. Yeah, for sure. This right here, it's just like we do our research on, of course, like, and that's on the artists and on the people that we interview. That's a big journalistic piece to it.
I appreciate that a lot because I'm out for to cut you off because a lot of guys invite people over and get to know them at the show.
Right.
And it's like, nah, you should have did this. So we can.
It's so easy to do it too.
Exactly. Like, all you gotta do is check my gram, check my book, check my Twitter,
YouTube, videos. It's so easy.
Yeah. Exactly. Ask me something, we can have a conversation. Yeah. So a lot of them be on some like get to know you. It's like, nah, not necessarily, because for the first, like, the people I'm presenting this to already know me.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like,
yeah, that's so. My fault to cut you off, bro. To me, that's so.
I'm professional in my opinion too.
I'm not. The reason you make such a good point is because that's not just unprofessional in my opinion. For me, it's like what you said. My fans or whoever supports me, they already know me. So when the person that I'm going that's giving the interview, the whole sit down and try to get to know you thing is embarrassing enough. Yeah. Like, you should have already did your homework.
Yeah, you should have already. Homework. Like, granted, like your viewers need to get to know me, cool, but you're gonna direct them. This is hopefully God willing is gonna direct them to my profile, my bio, and all that. We can talk about myself quickly, boom, boom, I bet yo, or we talk about the next thing. You understand what I'm saying? But definitely, like, and I feel like sometimes it's like, I bet, like, you're not necessarily interested. That's just my opinion on it. Like,
or you're not invested into what I'm doing.
Exactly. You just see me and just needed a guest.
Exactly.
And you just send me. You feel
Your
me?
clickbait.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
what it really
exactly, for sure.
You know, obviously, like the people we like to have on the show, it's not just not just rap artists or music artists, but it's also
Right.
any type of entrepreneur that's doing something positive and they have like a product.
Mm-hmm.
Because music is also a huge product.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
A product that that they're delivering that has a lot of abundance.
Yeah,
has
for
a
sure.
lot of has a lot of meaning to it, and they're actually very passionate about.
Definitely.
So obviously, with passionate projects and endeavors like that, you gotta do your research and
Yeah,
see
for
exactly
sure,
why.
for
Because
sure.
there's so many ways to do things nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so many alleyways, not just like a cookie cutter type of way to do it. Because if we were still like in a day and age where everything was like a one way cookie cutter type of process, this wouldn't even be necessary.
Yeah,
Because
everybody
why
would
would
be
you even
doing
want to
it,
do
yeah.
research on something like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's the cool thing about this whole type of business is that and having conversations with with creators and entrepreneurs is
Sure.
that everyone does things a little differently.
For sure, definitely.
It's the same type. Maybe sometimes like we've had rappers before, we've had videographers, photographers before, people in the same industry, but no one ever has the same exact answers for the most part.
Exactly.
And that's what makes that's why people tune in. So
Yeah,
really
exactly.
find out what makes you click,
Yeah,
what makes you different than
exactly.
everybody else.
Exactly, for sure, definitely.
That's why we do what we do.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we always want to not just interview
Excuse me.
anybody in specific not just genres but alleyway like I'm confused right now, but in different
cultures and different
varieties in
Yeah.
life. But that's what makes it great, because at the end of the day, whoever we interview, we're gonna learn something new from
For
them.
sure.
At the end of the day, and
They're gonna learn something from you guys too. Like, definitely.
I mean,
Like, you
I'm
know.
telling you, bro, this is why we do what we do, because we want to meet people like we said before, but we want to know what exactly makes you different from the pack.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Definitely respect.
So you call yourself the Honduran Babe. One of your nicknames is alias is the Honduran Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you have a background. That your background is Honduran.
Yeah. I'm by way of both my parents. I'm a first generation American alongside my sister and most of my cousins. I came up with that name. I had this girl. I was following this girl. I think her name Vianney. Shout out Vianney Sade. She would post a picture, and our hashtag would be Vianney taught you, and I just thought that was so cool. So I'm like, damn. And like I said, going back to my influences being, you feel me, this nigga Yams would call himself Puerto Rican R. Kelly.
Bodega,
Fucking ASAP Rocky, fucking
Pretty Flacco, yeah.
Like, so I'm like, I need a nickname. Like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I know it's like niggas were like, yo, you can't give yourself no nickname, but like I stood.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You
you
feel- and
can.
people respect. I gave it to myself, and I like the
It
swag.
works.
Yeah, the swag speaks for itself. So I
Yup.
get addressed as such. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I came out, I don't know, like Honduran Babe Ruth just hit me. Like, I fuck with that shit. Like, making Hicks coming out the Bronx. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so it just stuck with me. Like, I fuck with it. I like the way it sounded. It sounded good and all that. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with that. I'm gonna slap with
There's been a lot of Latino artists, and especially now, like first or second generation Central American artists such as Casanova and the late Pop Smoke,
it. Yeah.
who have been making their mark
Yeah,
within
for sure.
music. So do you feel like right now it's a good time for these Central American, whether they're from Central America exactly or first or second generation, to
I
really
mean,
be popping
period,
off?
man. You feel me? We all black. It's a great time to be black. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we still going through, like, things we going through. We got to fight through that. But basically, people voices are coming, like you said, like, through these nations and these cultures, and people are coming out and they see that people, everyone else in the culture sees that and want to support that, because it's like, oh, this is the first time someone's out there.
Yep.
You feel me? Like they're from where I'm from. You feel me? Like they've been where I've been. They eat what I eat. They live where I live. You feel
They
me?
can
So
relate.
They can relate. You feel me? It's all about, like I said, going back to relatable experience. You feel me? Like rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I say it all the time when people don't really gravitate towards his music. It's like, bro, that nigga, I feel like that nigga was making music for his niggas, and the world liked it, cause he kept making music for his niggas. Like, you feel me? I'm making music for these niggas right here. Oh, y'all niggas like it? Oh, come through, come party with us. Like, you feel me? Oh, come through, come party with us. You feel me?
It's
So
anybody to you. You don't have to be from
Exactly.
a certain.
For real.
You don't have to be from New York.
Exactly.
You don't have to be from a certain
and
neighborhood.
music is a universal language. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you see it all the time. These like niggas be touring world tours, can't speak their language. The motherfuckers is singing
Crazy,
along though.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, but sold out show in Japan, sold out show over here, sold out show in Europe.
They don't speak a lick of English, but
Yeah,
they know
but they
exactly
know your
your
words, you
song
feel me?
bar for
So,
bar, word for word.
That's the beauty in it. You understand what I'm saying? And people like you, like the best part to get someone in tune with what you're doing is to make them feel accepted. Everyone wants to feel accepted. Everyone wants to feel a part of something. So it's like, if you allowing everyone to come in, or whoever to come in, that's gonna embrace you. You feel me? Embrace what you have. You respect them. They respect what you have. XYZ. You feel me? It's gonna click. It's gonna work out with you. Work out for you.
Is that how you tackle your music? You want people to feel involved with what you're doing when they listen, no matter where they're from?
I definitely feel like right now, I'm trying to get my music out as broad as possible. I do feel like I speak for like we come from that era. Like my fault if I may. How old are you?
23.
You?
25.
25. You feel me? So if you're from that era, like Wale, Cole, Kid Cudi, all of that shit, we grew up in that.
Yeah.
So these guys were literally talking for us. Like Cole went to college.
Yup.
You guys are in college. I went to college. Wale played sports. He likes to get fly. You know, Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? Like
J. Cole was on the St. John
relatable.
team, right?
You feel me? It's relatable shit, and I try to touch up on that day to day. Like I wake up in the morning, both my parents is in the kitchen. Sometimes it's annoying living with both your parents, but it's a blessing. Got a little sister. You know, I talk about day-to-day things, talking about, you know, getting fly, going to parties, all that XYZ. I make, like, so it's all about, like, you have the music, you know, when you have the music, you have the craft, you have whatever you have. Now it's trying to push it out towards the people to, like, get people to gravitate. Whoever's going to gravitate towards it is going to gravitate towards it, you feel me? But you got to make sure you push it out to let everyone get the chance to gravitate towards it. Like, it's there. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to walk this road is here. But I just want to let you know, like, this road is here.
Right.
A lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times we discover artists that's been out for a long ass time, but we just never came across them. Oh, this shit is fire. Fuck with it. You feel me? But everything takes time, so it can't be too pressed. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
Everything takes time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Eventually, everyone in this whole fucking building is gonna be listening to this podcast.
I hear you on that, bro.
God willing.
Like, you feel me? I'm pretty sure, and I'm positive, not even discouraged. I'm positive someone walking this hall that doesn't know that this is going on. But once they know what's going on, they check it out, they like it, you got a fan, you got a listener. And so, you know, everything comes in time and patience.
Yeah, no, everything happens in silence. Like, everything,
Exactly.
like, you know, I feel like when you're working on something sometimes, you don't have to announce it. I mean, well, for music, it's a little different because music, you kind of have to announce what you're doing and stuff like that. But even, like, when you're in the studio and for certain aspects, maybe stuff that's done in the dark, like under, like, you know, behind closed doors,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, it's meant to really just blossom
And going back
you know,
to
blow up when it blows up.
Going back to the time we're at now, you feel me? Like, you can pay for promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally pay to expand your viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's methods besides the internet being the internet in itself, because you can tag 50 motherfuckers like, yo, boom, check this shit out. Or you can put some money to the side, whatever you know, do your thing, put your money to the side, this shit gonna promote it for you. You scrolling through your stories. That's how I literally bumped into a song that I like. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Brockhampton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yo, you heard Sugar? Yo, I fucking love that fucking song.
Nah, they're
Listen
a solid
to that
group.
shit
Solid group.
every fucking day. But I bumped into it, sponsored on my story. Now they got a listener that I fucking love that song. I listen to that shit like every fucking day.
It's relatability, bro.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So people is gonna, once someone comes across it, it just entices it, intensifies it. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, the reason I'm laughing too is because referencing back to what you said about Pop Smoke, when he had his Genius interview and he was talking about Welcome to the Party, he had me laughing because he was like, they were asking him, what do you mean by that? And he goes, I ain't got nothing to do with
girls.
Going to a party, nah,
with
it's
none of
like,
that. That
you
means
feel
I'm
me?
with it.
Yeah,
and
you
then
feel
I
me?
started laughing.
Even
'cause I was
back in the day, like, I don't know, you guys seen State Property, like,
Yeah.
oh, he in the crib by himself, he got 100,000 over there. Oh yeah, we about to go throw a party. You know what I'm saying? We know it. Like, if you've been there, you know what that means. You
My
know
boy
what
Beans.
it means. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
You know what it means. You feel me? That's what that is.
So, bro, us being fellow Hispanics on this platform, right?
For sure.
Even though barriers are being broken in the music industry every once in a blue moon, how tough would you say it is, though, to be a Hispanic American rapper right now, anyways? Because the way I look at it, it just doesn't seem like you can have success in both cultures. You got, like, either you're going to be an exclusive Latin artist, or you're going to have, like, for example, rappers like Bad Bunny, Anuel, Ozuna, Becky G, those type of artists in Latin America, but then you have American rappers like, let's say, a Jay-Z and the late Pop Smoke, who have had success, who've had success.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, he actually, before he passed, he was about to have a feature with a Latin artist, and his name is El Alfa. So, what's your take on that? Like, do you think an artist can actually navigate both?
Nah, hell no, not at all. And going back to the being Hispanic, well, like yeah, in my culture, there's something called garifuna, like it's a separate culture in itself. We have a dialect. I'm not too familiar with the dialect, but being that it's a long history lesson. But basically, because I have a grandmother that doesn't speak Spanish, like that's not necessarily. We learned Spanish because that's what people were speaking in the city.
That's
like,
really interesting.
we
That
gravitated
makes that a little bit.
We go damn, because it's like I don't know precisely, but basically, long ass history lesson. We got dropped off, slavery and shit. We got dropped off on one stop. We got exiled from there. Then we moved over, because basically my people, our ancestors are African, obviously.
Right.
So, like all of our ancestors are African,
Right.
but we had our own language and we stuck with it. We lived in the islands outside of Honduras, Cayos Cochinos and fucking I forget where else. And forgive me if I'm like someone hears this and I'm giving it all wrong. But basically like like Central American, like every people Central American, like we know Spanish, but originally we like garifuna.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But concerning that, hell no. What was the question again? I'm sorry. Just the last question.
Like, do you think an artist can actually navigate in
break
both,
the barrier? Yeah,
in
I
a
feel like
sense, both
I
worlds?
feel like necessarily right now you definitely can. You definitely can. It's just that when it comes to being hip hop, that they don't necessarily. For instance, like Bad Money, right?
Bad Bunny?
Yeah, like let's say for example, because I didn't listen to his new album, but I seen the track list.
Okay.
And,
Nah,
like,
it's good, bro. Check it out.
Yeah. I want, because I fuck with all that.
Right,
All
yeah.
that shit. That shit is dope. You feel me? But you don't. Oh, even better yet, boom, radio stations, right? Will play Uptown Vibes with Anuel in it.
I got you. No, you're absolutely.
They won't play
okay.
that. They won't play us rapping over there. You feel me?
For
So
real.
it's like that comes from necessarily. I feel like the artists have a play in that. Like whoever, like yo, like, play my record and I want this nigga on it. You feel me? I want you to hear this nigga voice. Like even one time on KTU, you don't hear DJ Khaled on fucking Wild Thoughts. It's his song.
Right.
And he's just talking. You understand that? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
exactly.
like. So we have to break that barrier, but it goes to the higher ups, like it goes to the higher ups with the artists, the people that's presenting the workout labels and all of that. Like it starts there. It starts there. Like you have to make the push for your peer. You understand what I'm saying? Like yo, I presented this song to the label, and when it get played on every radio station, I want you to hear this person's verse.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But I definitely feel like it's possible because again, it's the internet. You understand what I'm saying? Like radio, not saying radio doesn't matter. Like radio is very important, but doesn't matter as much? Nah, not necessarily. Because there's millions of rappers, like there's a whole bunch of rappers making millions of dollars going on a world tour, sold out tour dates, all of that never got played on the radio like at once. So you have the internet, you have internet radio, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Where things aren't fucking clean and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really play commercials. It's like, yo, we dropping this shit. But I definitely feel like, it's not necessarily, there's some challenges in trying to like handle both, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to your drive and what you want out of it.
I think it's more tangible today because I think even overseas, people love American music.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, a lot of artists do a lot better in Europe or maybe Asia than do over here at first, but then they just gravitate more towards there. The same thing, because me being Colombian, whenever I go out there, people always, people ask me, who's good in the States right now? Like, who's really popping off? And I'm talking, like this person's good, and all that. Like, the interest is there.
Yeah,
for
definitely,
art. So in like
They love it.
the same way that I think like reggaeton and his Spanish type of like alternative and rap is getting a lot more views over here because people are legitimately invest in the art. They see that like that guy's Hispanic, but he can still spit bars.
Because we know why they're doing it. I mean, like besides the fact that they like it or whatever, they're trying to expand their viewership. You feel me? I know a whole bunch of dudes that be listening to fucking Bad Bunny and fucking Anuel and all that don't understand Lincoln Spanish. They just, like I said, music is universal language.
Right.
You like how it sounds. You feel me?
Exactly.
It sounds cool. Like, and what's the other nigga name? Nigga with the cockeyed. Fuck.
Who?
The nigga that be making songs from Romeo. So, oh no, them shits fuck. Them shits be fire, bro. Not fucking. Damn, what's that nigga name, bro? I ain't gonna lie to the room about him being a mook.
Oh, Osuna?
Osuna. That nigga nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, no,
yo, you
nice.
can
Superstar.
But do you be
Superstar
saying,
status.
no disrespect about what I said, I apologize. It's just, you know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
right.
But those videos be OD too. Like, I remember one time I was
Mm-hmm.
sitting there with my aunt playing man because I know Osuna and Romeo got like 3-4 songs together. I think most of them just got videos. I'm like, yo, this video is fucking OD crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and Romeo just, Romeo's just that nigga. Quick story. The two brothers in Aventura, them niggas live next to me. Romeo from Vice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Romeo from Vice. But I used to see them niggas every day when I was little, but I didn't know who the fuck they was.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that. I used to see their tour bus. There was I think one of them owned like a deli around the corner. I used to walk over there to see them niggas. Them niggas just chilling with plaques right there. I didn't know who the fuck they was.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. And then fast forward now, Romeo being as big as he is, you feel me?
Aventura, right?
Yeah, Aventura, like, you know.
Yeah, they're not just passing by no more.
Nah, yeah, you feel me? But Aventura is like one of the biggest, if
Latin
not the
groups,
biggest.
I would say
time.
groups in general.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's been about what, like 15 years since they've been doing what they're
And
doing. They still go on tour. They haven't released like
Didn't they
joint,
recently just have
like,
a reunion?
They be having reunions, but things like they can have a whole show of just old songs.
Yeah,
and people will
people gonna
still
rock
go.
out. Sold out, bro. I remember in middle school, girls wanted, you know what I'm saying? And I know them same middle school girls are grown now. Probably give them sloppy toppy and all that right now. You feel me? It's whatever, because you go to them shows, it'd be crazy. Bitches still fucking passing out and all of that shit. But they make incredible music too. The music is fucking.
Nah, the music,
it's
like
incredible,
even you hear the guitar solos.
Yeah, it's incredible, bro.
No, but you know what's
crazy?
You just said it 15 years, 20 years ago. That's what it feels like. It's already been, that's in a sense, you could say a whole generation. You got 13 to 14-year-old girls that are listening to that, to Aventura, and they still getting
parents and all
they're
that.
still
Like,
exactly bumping it in the house, and they're
yeah.
still getting the same
You feel me?
emotion
Yeah, for sure.
that their older sisters or their moms
For sure.
were getting it in 2002.
Niggas was
with
talking,
them.
bro. This
Right.
niggas was talking, bro.
That
Like,
influence.
My dad used to. Well, he still kind of currently makes music now, every now and then. You feel me? But he had an opportunity to like sit in the studio before they were big, like sit in the studio and write with them. But my sister was born at the time. You feel me? So it's like, you know, priorities.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta take care of that. My mom was, my bad. My mother was going to school, so and I had to come into. I was like fucking 8 at the time, so it's like now I gotta like babysit my kids and all of that shit. Y'all do your thing, but Lord knows who would have happened. But you know, I talked to my dad about that. He said he wouldn't have it any other way. You feel me?
Yeah.
My fam and all that. So it's all
The way it is.
Yeah, you feel me?
That
It's
success
just
will
what it
probably
is.
transpire down to you. That's usually how it kind of works for the most part.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. You feel me? So you know, gotta make up for those times. All them times you're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, eating filet mignon and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, so how much would you say you spend time on your own style when it comes to your drip? Put it out.
Oh shit, yo, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people don't know. Like people be thinking. I mean, I do wear some pricey things, but like I have a crazy like shot. Like even I'll go thrift. I'll go to Salvation Army and find some shit.
I feel you.
I got
Nah,
10 cash,
for real.
nigga. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna try to find a shirt or something.
Them flannels. Hell
I
yeah.
got this. I got this from fucking. I forgot thrift stores. I be thrifting heavy. I thrift. If like I see something very expensive and I want it, I'm gonna buy it too. Like you feel me? I got like
Nah, for real.
the designer here and there. You feel me? Like you feel, like if I want it that bad, like I'm trying to cut down because it's very expensive. You understand?
Nah, I
what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
Yeah, and it's like you know you run out of space for things.
Right.
Feel me? But no, not that much time actually. Like me and like I have some homies that they're into clothes, they're into fashion. You feel me? And we sit down, we talk, we check out things. A lot of recently, like I wear a lot of my homie stuff, like my homies that design. You feel me? Like
Okay.
yeah, shout out my boy Charlie. You feel me? He makes jeans. Like I got like 3 pair of his jeans. You feel me? Like shout out Father Stretch my bands. I got some shirts from them. You feel me? EGD, my boy Ed. I got some stuff from him. Like majority, like before, I would eat Supreme. You feel me? All of that Preem, fucking. Babe, all of that shit. Like, yeah, but like, I fell back on that. I was like, I might as well give it, especially if the quality of the clothes is good, the design is good. It's
That's all really matters.
dude.
Quality,
yeah,
and if you like it.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It's good. It's gonna last me long. I wash it 5 times.
Yeah.
We Gucci. Yeah, sure. I'm giving this. I'd rather give this shit to my mans. Like,
That's what it
and
really
it's hard.
is.
And it's
Right.
exclusive. And like, not a lot of people got it on. You understand what I'm saying? I remember one time I walked to some party. Zara had this one shirt. The white shirt with the like black stripe in a pocket. My mans was there too. Shout out my man Zell. Like it was like 6 niggas had that shirt on. You feel me? And that shit be whack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes you look for
Exactly.
outside. Like before niggas was on ASOS, I was on ASOS. You feel me? Like always looking for something different but fly. Cause you don't know, like even if somebody has the same shit I got, like it's like all right, cool, but I'm gonna wear it. You're not gonna wear it like me. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone wears things
Differently.
as
Yeah,
it suits them.
And swag is in the step. It's not necessarily in your clothes. It's like a lot of niggas
It's how
be
you
like,
wear things.
Yeah, it's how you wear it.
right.
Like a lot of niggas be having like a $5,000 outfit on, but
But they look bad.
And
they
it's
look
trash.
bad. Yeah,
It's
it's
trash.
trash. You understand what I'm saying? But like, as opposed to someone else who just walked out of fucking H&M or whatever the case may be.
They
Especially,
actually
I feel
looking
like
fly,
girls got
right.
cheat codes because they can.
Get away with anything.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, yeah. I've been sipping Henny all damn night, yeah. If she bang it on me, I'ma call I be patient, shorty, I got no night. Well, okay, alright. I've been sipping Henny all damn night. If she bang it on me, I'ma call it twice.